if you thought
you're
it was
an amateur,
fun?
I'm a professional.
You're being unfair.
No, I'm not. Don't put me in that loop.
What if you heard something that somebody didn't want to hear again, right? So I shouldn't tell you that?
The woman was under the impression that I said it.
She's not under any
you
impression.
Said it. Tell her you said it, not me.
I did, but I did.
And be done with it.
I wanted to make sure it wasn't said again because you might have said.
Just send the memo to yourself. You're the one who said it.
That's
you want
ridiculous.
to make sure it's not said again.
That
You're
is
the one
ridiculous.
saying it.
That is, Howard, that's absolutely insane.
I was so annoyed.
I know, and it was so stupid.
I don't want to be included.
So if I didn't include you, and for whatever reason...
Hold
on, wait, hold on.
The two of us are in a room. You do something wrong. You sent me a memo about what you did wrong. So blaming me.
What if you went and did it again?
It annoyed me.
You know what? You're just being utterly ridiculous. I know you're annoyed by it, but you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
I don't like to be accused.
What if... Just let me get this sentence out.
Go ahead.
What if you were talking about the same thing again today? For whatever reason, you picked up on what I said yesterday. You thought that might be interesting to incorporate. No, but how do I know that?
First things first. Whenever I'm accused of doing something that I didn't do, write the woman a letter immediately. You don't know my relationship with this company. They're looking for anything to fuck me up the ass with. You write them back. Howard did not do that. I did.
Well, I did say it. I even said that in my original note to you.
No, you didn't say it to her. You said it to me.
But everybody was CC'd on it.
No, I don't know that. That woman isn't CC'd on my
well, not on
email.
That one, but
that's right. No, I don't know what.
Not on that one, but I sent it to her already.
Well, how did I know that?
Okay, but should I not have told you about it? End of sentence?
No. You immediately correct it and say Howard did not say this. I did.
But what about? That's it. You don't need to know about it.
No.
But what if it comes up again?
It's not.
How do I know you're not going to?
You brought it up. I didn't.
What? But
I don't think like you.
What? This is ridiculous. This is utterly insane.
No. You're insane.
It is.
Protect me.
What if you thought...
Protect me from the maniacs out there.
You know what? I got to protect you from you.
No. You can't do that. I don't expect you to do that.
Because the left side and the right side of your brain are fighting.
No. Your teeth are fighting with your lips because you're not listening. I am telling you now, Gary, if a guest walks in and has gotten over whooping...
Well, we just want to... Hold on, we're still on the other thing.
We'll take that up, too. We're going to get to everything. I'm going to straighten you out.
Oh, God. Can I be done?
Sure. You can leave right now. You can be done.
Are you done with me?
Oh, I was done minutes ago. You just won't leave, so I'm going to talk to you.
What else would you like to blame me for? The phones?
Here's what I'm going to say.
The email yesterday.
I do blame you for the phones.
Carol?
You're the executive producer.
Tim and I have sat down with the people here about the phones. And by the way, the program we're using is the industry standard. It's not a unique program.
Then why is no one else having trouble with it?
Other people have had some trouble with it.
Who? Name them.
WFAN had it. There was a bug.
How did they deal with it?
They got a firmware update.
All right. Find out who figured out to get a firmware update. Fire yourself and hire him for me.
Okay, Evan's now the executive producer of the show.
Thank you. Because someone's got to fix it. And you should not sleep until it's fixed. You should be here every day.
It was fixed.
No, it isn't. It broke down this morning.
If you have experts in different areas, right? In other words, you depend on people, so people tell you.
Well, then get a new expert.
They tell you that.
Get a new expert.
I can't. He's not the executive producer of the show.
Oh, stop it. Get a new expert.
What do you mean stop it?
Get someone who can fix it. Go up the chain.
We did.
Bang on Mel's door and say, Mel, there's a huge problem. The channel that 60 to 70% of the listeners listen to, the Howard Stern channel, we have a repeated problem. Have you gone to him?
I have not gone to him.
He's a problem solver. He solved my problem. He solved it good. Shut me right down. Go over and let him solve it with you. That's what he's here for. This is the highest priority. Don't go to Scott Greenstein with the problem because he's just going to go to Mel anyway. Go to Mel directly. Say, Mel, I've got a huge problem. The phones don't work. You're the CEO. Fix it. That's what you do. That's it. Howard's upset. He wants his equipment fixed. And then they can send me the bill because that's what the new protocol is. When the equipment doesn't work. I'm in hell. You got to make it less hell around here. Not more hell. You see people with whooping cough, that's a signal in your brain that says... That's a signal in your brain that says Howard shouldn't get whooping cough. It's too much to expect from this job. It's a dopey job. My job is meaningless. I sit here and talk into a microphone. I shouldn't have to get whooping cough for it. If you told me Osama bin Laden's out there, that he's whooping cough, go in and kill him, it's worth risking my life for. But for this job, it's stupid. You go up the chain to the highest, whoever owns Sirius, and I'm not even sure who owns it. Whoever that new guy, Liberty, or whatever the fuck he does all day, go to him and say, we got a huge problem. The only station that actually counts here at Sirius. That's why Bob Lefsetz is saying if Pandora hired Howard Stern, I'd go to Pandora. I'm the franchise. Go to the owners, whoever owns this fakakta thing, and fucking tell them what we're having a problem, and you'll solve it. Don't be afraid. You're the executive producer of the most important show in the world.
I'm not afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not.
You are fearless. I'm empowering you.
I'm not afraid to go talk to people, and we have. But at some point, you have to trust your experts. And if they're wrong, then you have to get rid of them.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Hey, look at this. Anthony from Opie and Anthony missed 2 weeks of work with whooping cough.
What?
It's going around here like a fucking...
No, she's saying that that's where she got it.
She's saying she got it from him?
That's what she said.
Really?
Yeah, she
All
said
I know is I'm going to get it. And I know I'm going to get it. I'm rushing to the doctor today. Look, you have the power. I've told you that. This is your show. As much as it is mine. Forget that it's called the Howard Stern Show. I'm changing the name of the show. You ready for the new name? The Gary Dell'abate Show.
I don't want that.
No, that's what it's called.
Nobody's listening to that.
We're going to call it, they call me Baba Booey.
Nobody's listening.
Can we use that name or there's a nerdist telling that?
No, you don't want that.
All right? And the same as your book. It's going to be your book, your internet show, and your radio show now are called They Call Me Baba Booey.
It's called Quivers
It's
Alive.
your show now. This is your show. Don't be afraid to take that name of the show. This is the Gary Dell'abate. I want all the jingles, everything changed. You hear that, Bigfoot Jr.?
Oddly, I don't. I know it seems
You
like
glad you're here today, Bigfoot Jr.? You might have whooping cough.
I had it once, but I cured it with the good shit it is.
You shit out the whooping cough? Wow. Well, I don't know if I'll be that lucky. I'm cursed. I was cursed the day I met you, Gary.
No, it's been a long curse. What are you laughing at? Bigfoot.
Listen to this. The building won't let Anthony in until he has a doctor's note.
Is he out? Is he still out? Or is that a period of time?
Yeah, I don't know, but you could see the guy suffering with it, and now I got to suffer with it. Whooping cough. I didn't even know I could get that.
Wait, but if the building won't let Anthony in, then why are they letting Carol in?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on around here, but now I'm exposed. And by the way, just for the record, to tell you I'm not crazy, here is the actual tape of you telling me about Carol Miller's voice.
So is it distracting to talk to them?
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
You know, it's like it's
A little bit, a tiny bit. Wait, well, hold on, let's stop right there for a second, if you don't mind. A little bit, a tiny bit.
All right, keep going.
All right. You think it's
Maybe
gonna
that's
get
it,
better?
but maybe it makes it worse for me. Maybe not. Let's hear it. To the audience that she's a chick with a hot voice because that hot voice is not there. That's her tool.
I don't know what that means, but
Huh?
believe me, I zone out when he talks anyway. But a little bit, look, you make the call. You're my man. It's the Gary Dell'abate Show. It's no longer the Howard Stern Show. I'm giving it over to you, the name. It's a huge thing for me to do.
I take the responsibility.
Anyone calls it the Howard Stern Show, they're fired.
I take the
Take
responsibility.
that sign down.
I don't
It's now
want
the
the
Gary
name.
Dell'abate Show.
I don't want it.
And now that it's the Gary Dell'abate Show, I think you'll think of it.
It doesn't change my thinking. I don't want
Really?
the name.
You're all you've got. You've just been handed what I consider the most precious thing in the world, the Howard Stern Show name.
So you're changing that sign back there?
There's not enough room.
Wait, hey, this is wild. George Clooney's on the phone. Hello, George.
Gary! Can I come in to meet Howard?
Gary, now,
I'm fine.
this is George Clooney, one of the biggest stars in the world, wants to come in and meet me. What do you say to him?
George, you're going to have to wait till you feel better.
I feel great. Did you hear me? You're a good producer. You know what you're talking about.
All right, thank you, Mr. Clooney. Gary says it's okay for you to come in. How soon can you get here?
I'll be here in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right. He's going to be up here in 5 minutes. Now I'm getting to know. Ronnie warned Gary about how sick Carol Miller was before she came in the compound.
Yeah, he said he said she doesn't sound good. She's sick.
Yeah. To you, that signals Howard is not going to be pleased. And then you evaluate her voice and her illness, and then you can you make the decision from now on. I'm empowering you. Does everyone hear this? Bigfoot, you hear what I'm saying? I mean, if you understand this.
What?
I'm saying if you understand this, everyone will understand, but I don't even know that you understand it.
Well, lucky for me, I can't get the whooping cough it is because I already got the smallpox and it prevents it.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, cancels it out.
Oh my goodness, he had small.
He's a doctor. Wow, I want to go home, Robin.
Yeah.
I'm beaten, man. My guy, Gary. You know, you remind me of Joe Paterno, the great Joe Paterno. He doesn't see anything, he doesn't hear anything, nothing's wrong. Goes on and on.
I thought you were going to say a great man who made one mistake.
Oh, no. You've made many mistakes.
No.
Look, let me just say this. I love you, but can you love me back a little? Just a little.
You know I do.
I don't believe it.
I know, that makes me sad.
I know.
Because
Makes
you know,
me sad.
because you
I
know,
thought after all these years maybe you care about me.
But somebody makes a mistake, and it's unequivocally they hate you. That's how you think.
Would you pretend you're my mother and
No,
you're
that's
taking
not
care of
gonna
her
help you.
son? Help me.
Your
Help
mother
me.
or a
My
mother?
mother would protect me. Well, actually, she wouldn't. She threw me in
You think
Roosevelt.
she would have let Carolyn?
Right, pretend you're not my mother. Pretend you're...
A mother.
Who is somebody who would protect me?
Mother Teresa.
I guess I don't have anyone like that.
I wouldn't have let her in.
Thank you.
Just
Where are
because she
you?
doesn't sound good.
You know, you should have Robin be your mother because she knows everything
She
after,
does.
after the fact.
No.
You don't know that.
I'm still sitting here saying to myself, like what I do, Gary, is listen. And I'm listening and going, can she actually make a connection with the audience with that voice?
You know, I'm sure Letterman or Leno or Kimmel's producer would say, hey, listen, you don't have a voice. You know, they got to make that call. You can make the call. Yes, Sheila, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Whooping cough is very contagious, and I'm your age, and I had it when I was 2. I nearly died. I was in the hospital forever, and I'm not so sure you do have a defense to it.
You almost died from it.
With your doctor.
You
I
almost
did.
died
I was in
from
the
it.
hospital for like 2 months. I mean, I was very young, but it's very dangerous, and I'm your age, so I'm not so sure you have an immunization to that.
Thank you.
See, I wouldn't let that woman on with that voice.
You can be sure my mother didn't immunize me.
Oh, come on.
These doctors, they'll kill you. You're not
You
getting
had the polio vaccine.
I have
you remember
polio.
taking the... Oh, stop it.
I wouldn't be surprised I didn't get vaccinated.
Oh, my goodness. Don't you remember taking the sugar cube?
In college, I do. Listen, my mother took me to a dentist for my entire life. I got no Novocaine. Every single fucking filling in my mouth is
I know that.
drilled into the nerve.
But
You think she knew to get me a fucking shot for the whooping cough?
They always made you show up for these shots. And
You're
they
not
showed
going.
you...
They'll kill you, those doctors. And Novocaine will kill you. You take an aspirin. Don't even take an aspirin. Doug
Let's
Goodstein,
talk to her.
Doug
to see if
Goodstein
she-
had whooping cough. He was contacted by the CDC.
Wow.
This is no joke.
Well, let's call your mother and see if you actually got the original
No,
shot.
she wouldn't know.
She's got to remember.
Bigfoot, I'm freaking out over you. Bigfoot Jr.
Will someone bring me toilet paper is? I just had an accident.
Does anyone have toilet paper? He's not kidding. His whole pants are loaded down. He's got a full metal jacket. Gary, please protect me. Are you sad over there?
Yes.
Are you crying?
No.
It looks like you're about to.
No. I'm not going to cry.
Look, just love me a little bit. That's all. You don't have to love me a lot. Just care about me. Why don't you cry about this? You should.
You're a really
I thought you cared.
an unbelievably cruel person.
No, I'm not.
And you think that
I help
you think
I'm
think
helping
that,
you to be a better
I
producer
know
for your next job when I leave.
You think that being cruel to people is somehow making them better. It's so funny because you played. Can I just say something? A couple of weeks ago,
Right.
You played a baseball manager, yelling
Yes.
at